Hey guys, welcome back. Apparently, I talked too long on the last one. Our camera only lets Mrs. V be on for so long. So that's why sometimes our videos are just one video and sometimes it has two parts. So welcome to part 2 and we'll kind of backtrack a little bit. So we're gonna start our wolf. Again, we have our one piece of paper for our wolf and our directions, okay? So let's go ahead and try and see if we can't do this one. Now there might be just one part that might be a little hard for those of you who have little hands, so you might need to ask help with someone with a little bit of bigger hands, but it's pretty easy, but just a little difficult, because what happens when you fold a lot of paper? The more you fold it, it gets harder and harder to fold, right? So let's see if we can make our wolf. So again, we're gonna take our square piece of gray paper, turn it sideways, and we're gonna put this corner and this corner together. And we're turning our square into what shape again? Just like our pigs, a triangle. So Mrs. V kind of pushes down, and there's our triangle, okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're now going to put this corner and we're going to fold this corner over to that corner. Okay? So we put that corner to that corner together. And I push my fingers along and make a fold line. And then just keep folding up along. Okay? So now what do we have? We have an even smaller shape of triangle. Okay? Now we're going to put this corner up to that corner. Just one piece of it, not both of them, because as you can see how there's both pieces? We're just going to put the first one, okay? So we're just going to fold our first corner up to that corner. And push down. Again, if you guys need to stop, pause, rewind as we're going, go ahead and do so. Okay, so we've got that one. Now we're actually going to turn it over, and we're actually going to take now this part and put it up here. Now we have an even smaller set of triangle, but it's a lot thicker now, isn't it? Okay. And what I want you to do is I want you to turn it. Another word for that is rotate. So your directions, if you look on number 6, says rotate. That means turn. Okay? So we're going to rotate our triangle to where it's like this. Okay? So you're going to want the one that, if you kind of let it stand open, it's got 3 spots. That's the one we want standing up. Okay? We don't want this one that only has 2. We don't want it that way. We want to rotate it this way, okay? Now, this is the part I was talking about. And it's kind of almost our last step. That might be a little bit harder for smaller hands. So if you got a helper around with you, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, big brother, big sister, cousin, whoever, might need to help you just a little bit with this one, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to take this one, but this time we're not going to go all the way over to the corner. We're actually going to go just only to the middle. So you're going to take this corner and you're only going to fold it to about the middle. Because we have so many layers, might need a little help. So what Mrs. V does is I kind of use my fingernail a little bit. And we're going to fold that kind of to the middle. It doesn't have to be exactly in the middle, but just get it as close as you kind of think is the middle, okay? So we're going to do that to the middle. And now we're going to fold this edge over to the middle. So you're going to take this corner and fold it over here. So we're going to take our whole side and fold it into the middle. This is the one that's a little bit trickier and harder because it's so many pieces of paper, because we started with our, our triangle. Now we've only got this little piece. Okay, and Mrs. V is really kind of smushing it down to make my fold. Okay, and you guys again don't have to do it up in the air. You guys can do it down on the ground, on the ground or on the table or on the floor, wherever you're working. You guys can do it like on the on there. I just can't, I think you might not see very well if I do it down there. Okay, so now we have this. So now what we want to try to do is we're actually going to open this part a little bit. And if you notice, the middle piece here wants to fold down. So we're actually going to fold just the middle one, not the ends, but just the middle one. We're going to fold that one all the way down flat. Okay. And we're going to have, and look at that. There's our wolf. There's our second wolf. As you can see, Mrs. V's folds aren't the best on this one compared to this one. But that's because this one I was doing on the table and such. This one I was doing up in the air just in my hand, so it's a little bit sloppier. But you get the idea that there's wolves. So we have our pigs and our wolves today. From our story, The Three Little Pigs and the Somewhat Bad Wolf. I sure hope you guys enjoyed today. I really wanted to try to do something a little bit different today. Didn't take a lot of pieces, but it takes a lot of work. Origami is really cool. And I would love for your mom or dad or grandma and grandpa, whoever you're with, maybe look up some more so you guys can see that there are so many cool things that can be done with origami. So we're done for today. However, I have a little note for you. You guys will also see in your packets today that you have an activity booklet. Okay? This has got all sorts of cool things in it. Crossword puzzles, coloring pages, mazes, so you guys can help things. There's all sorts of letter activities, all sorts of cool stuff in here, all having to do with different fairy tales and heroes and all sorts of stuff. And oh look, and this one's even from our story today. Okay, and I like this one. It's pretty cool. This is a coder. So you look for the picture, so like the little book. So if you look at the little book, you look over here, the little book means A. So then you write an A there, and you do that for every letter, and it'll end up telling you something. So I'm so excited you get to have this activity book. It's really cool. Lots and lots of stuff in it, okay? So today is going to be our one and only day for summer reading today. We're only doing it one time this week. Reason being is that this weekend is the 4th of July, and I know you guys all know what the 4th of July is, okay? Most of you are going to say fireworks, which Mrs. V loves fireworks, okay? So I wanted to take Thursday off to give all of you guys a break, as well as many of you might be going somewhere out of town maybe. You might be just staying at home and might have like maybe grandma or grandpa come over for the weekend or just the day. Some of you, I know a lot of people like to go camping on 4th of July weekend, so I thought it would be a little bit easier, especially on mom and dad and grandma and grandpa, if you guys we had a break. So today is our only day for virtual summer reading today, but I gave you this packet to take with you. So you have lots of activities to do this week. We just won't meet again this week until next week on Tuesday. And trust me, it's going to be awesome. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great day, a great week, a great 4th of July weekend. Make sure you wear lots and lots of sunblock because it's super warm and sunny out. And I hope you guys have a great week, a great weekend, a great 4th of July. Make sure you guys stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.